Hey beauties, it's Fafa here coming to you guys with another video. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little different because I'm going to be talking to you guys about one of my favorite subjects to talk about, which is essential oils. If you guys have seen my skincare routine video that I put up a couple of months ago, check out the description below if you haven't. You will know that essential oils is pretty much the foundation of my skincare routine, period. I love essential oils, but I thought it would be good to do a video where I explained some of the oils that I use and some information about oils that could be useful to you guys, because I think there's so much misinformation about essential oils. I've been wanting to do this oil video for a while, and then I also saw this girl. She's an esthetician, and I think she's an esthetician, a black esthetician at that. She did a video just about DIY products that you shouldn't be putting on your face, and it kind of inspired me to push this video out a little sooner. I'm gonna leave her video in the description bar below as well, because again, she's an esthetician, so she's more knowledgeable about like the scientific aspects of, you know, why you shouldn't put certain things on your face. I am going to be telling you things that I have experienced. Most of the stuff that I have learned is things that I have researched on my own. Again, everyone's skincare routine is their own skincare routine. What works for me might not work for you. So, you know, I really don't want you guys to see this and be like, oh, I have to use all of these products, or I can't use any of these products. Of course, use your own judgment, but this will give you kind of an insight on, you know, how to go about looking for the right oils for your skin. So without further ado, let's get to the rest of the video. I actually took notes this time because I didn't want to ramble. You guys know I have a propensity for rambling. I might need my glasses for this one. So, what are essential oils? Essential oils are highly concentrated oils from plants. So what they usually do is it's a distillation process through either water or steam, and that's how they get the really high concentrated oils. And a lot of different parts of the plants are being used. So that's basically what essential oils are. So yes, they are made from nature. Yes, they are made from plants. You know, they are all natural and all of that good stuff that you want to put on your skin. Essential oils are also said to be like a therapeutic grade oil. People say that essential oils has a lot of benefits physically, especially where your skin, hair, and nails and things like that are concerned. The purpose of the essential oils before we took them and put them on their face was to protect plants against predators and against diseases. So, of course, it definitely has some properties, some therapeutic properties, and some benefits that might be beneficial to our skin, because we're also living organisms. Now, in order to know what right oils to put on your skin, you also have to keep in mind the comedogenic level of the oil. So the comedogenic level, or I don't know, I'm using level because I think it sounds better, but it might not be the correct term to use after comedogenic. Just letting you know, I am not an expert, just to be, you know, on the safe side, so you're not like in my comments like, first of all, that's not what it is. It's not a level, it's technically a scale. The point is, the comedogenic is just a fancy way of saying like the likelihood of an oil to clog your pores. So it's a scale of 0 to 5, 0 being that it won't clog your pores at all, and 5 being that it's probably like most likely going to clog your pores, and everything in between. The next part of this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about some of the oils that I have personally used, how I feel about them, some of the products that I've used, and what the comedogenic level of those oils are. So, the first oil I'm going to be talking about is argan oil. So argan oil has a comedogenic level of 0, which means it's not going to clog your pores, not supposed to clog your pores. So the purpose of argan oil is to treat acne and acne scars. It's supposed to regulate the production of sebum, which helps prevent further outbreaks. And the vitamin E helps fade scars and smooth out texture. So argan oil was probably the first, like, maybe, I don't necessarily think it's a luxury oil per se, but it's the first time that I spent more than like $10 on an oil. So what I liked about the argan oil that I particularly used is that it made my skin super soft. I used to wear it every night, and I would wake up and my skin wouldn't be dry. So of course, as you guys know, I have dry skin, so everything that I use is kind of dedicated towards the texture of my skin so that it doesn't feel so dry. And when I used argan oil, I noticed a change in the texture of my skin because it would be a lot smoother and a lot less dry. After a while, my skin kind of got used to it, so it wasn't really working as well anymore. And so I started moving on to other oils. That happens with pretty much any skin product that you put on your face. So, you know, keep that in mind. The product that I used for argan oil was the Josie Marion argan oil. It retails for $48, which is kind of pricey, especially for anyone who's like starting out with oils. But I do recommend it if you have dry skin. I can't really speak to whether or not it treated the acne or faded dark spots because that's not what I used it for, but it definitely helps with the texture of your skin. The second oil I've used is avocado oil, which has a comedogenic level of 3. So 3 means that it might clog your pores. A lot of things with the comedogenic level of a 3 means that it might cause your skin to purge. You know when people say like your skin will purge until it gets better? If you have maybe more sensitive skin, that probably will happen to you, so just keep that in mind. Avocado is suitable for drier skin types, but it may still clog your pores. It's good for hydration and skin tone renewal. It's best used at night. It's supposed to diminish pore size and remove impurities from skin over time, and it repairs the skin's outermost barrier and reverses the sign of aging. For people who have eczema and psoriasis and other skin issues, it's known to help treat those things. The avocado oil I used was a very cheap one. I got it from GMC or one of those Whole Food type places for like $5. It was under $5. I liked it for what it did, but it was a little bit too heavy for me, so I stopped using it after a while. I can't really speak to any of the like, for example, treating eczema and psoriasis, because like I said, I don't have those things. I can't really speak to aging because I already look 12, and I can't really speak to the pore size diminishing because I didn't experience that myself. If I were looking for oils, this wouldn't be the oil that I would gravitate towards unless you have really dry skin, because it didn't really do anything life-changing for me personally. The third oil I'm going to be talking about is castor oil. So castor oil is something, if you are foreign, if you're from West Indies, if you're from Africa, you know a lot about castor oil. Even if you're, you know, from here, you probably know a lot about castor oil. My experiences with castor oil is I'm Haitian, and so we had lune masqueti, and I didn't even know lune masqueti was castor oil until like a couple of years ago. But the great thing about, you know, knowledge and growth and all that stuff is, you know, now that I know that I've been using castor oil since I was little, and a lot of the reasons why my skin is probably the way it is now is because of castor oil. I also used to use castor oil on my hair as well. So the castor oil I'm going to be talking about before I begin is the Haitian black castor oil. They now sell this at Whole Foods, so that's great. So it's very accessible, and they have a website as well, of course. This retails for $15. Unless you have a scented oil, then it's $5 more. So this particular one is a rosemary mint scent, and this would be $20. This was sent to me by Creole Essence, so thank you so much for sending me this. I use it on my edges in my hair now, in between wigs, and my experiences with castor oil when I was younger is that it definitely helped thicken and just make my hair more moisturized, because I not only have dry skin, but I have dry hair. I have dry everything except for my personality, because it is winning. But you know, other than that, I definitely have experienced dryness all over, so I would use castor oil growing up, and it's amazing for moisturizing your skin. If you're using castor oil, you want to make sure that you dilute it with some carrier oils, just because it's such a strong concentrated oil. But the next oil, coconut oil. So, all right, so here's tea. Coconut oil is not good for your face. Let's just start there. Coconut oil is not good for your face. Do not put coconut oil on your face. Please stop putting coconut oil on your bank account, your taxes, your paycheck, your dog, your credit score, your businesses. Like, stop putting coconut oil on everything. It is bad for your skin, specifically your face. So it has a comedogenic level of 4, which means it's probably gonna clog your pores, whether you're willing to admit it or not. So it's good to smooth your skin if you can tolerate it, but like I said, most people can't. So for me, I think coconut oil works if it's with other oils. So for example, I have this oil from, as you can see, it's like almost finished, but it's an oil from sosonatural.com. A friend of mine sent this to me. She does oil just for self-care purposes. Check her out if you want to live your best life. But she has an oil here that has some coconut oil, sesame oil, grapeseed oil, has basically a whole bunch of different types of oils. I use this on my body, not my face, but I use this on my body, and it's very moisturizing. So also the body wash that I use, if you guys use Dr. Bronner's soap, I use the peppermint one, and it does have coconut oil in it. Coconut oil is cool if you use it sparingly and if you use it with other oils, but raw organic coconut oil on your face is not a good idea. It's even not really that good for your hair if you have dry and porous textured hair. What it does is dry your hair out. So do not use coconut oil on anywhere in this area. Keep it down here. The next oil I'm going to be talking about is Maracuja oil. So Maracuja oil comes from passion fruit seeds, and it's very luxuriant. It induces a sense of calm on your body due to the medicinal properties of the passion fruit. And it's good during the times of stress and poor sleep. And it's also good for dry, itchy, inflamed skin. The one that I used was from Tarte. And it was expensive. It was like $48. Do I think it's worth it? No. You can find better oils that do more than calm you down. Like, you could use sleepy time tea or melatonin for something like that. But for me, it didn't really do anything to my skin. What I liked about it is that it definitely moisturized my skin. So I would use it like in between treatments. So like, let's say for example, I already did my whole routine in the morning, but my skin still felt like a little dry throughout the day. I might add a little Maracuja oil just to keep my skin moisturized. But as far as like a main oil that I use as part of my routine, it didn't really do much for me. If you're trying to improve your skin, I don't really think it's necessary. The next on the list is one of my faves, olive oil. So olive oil is what really started out for me. It has a comedogenic level of 2. I started using it because a cousin of mine was like, hey, do you use oils for your skin? I use it and it's great. And she has a beautiful skin. So I started using it because I was like in high school at the time, and I was like, oh, cheap olive oil, that's in my house, I can use that. And it actually did improve the texture of my skin. So that's kind of what started my little journey of essential oils. Since then, olive oil is really good for your skin. It contains potent antioxidants and squalene. So squalene is like a lipid that's also found in skin cells. So being that it's close to what's already in your body, your body responds well to it. Nourishing and moisturizing, and it's supposed to reduce the sign of aging, smooth skin texture, hydrate skin with long-term use, and reduces inflammation and brings down redness. So you can use organic oil, olive oil, like cooking oil, but be careful when you use olive oil, because a lot of those store brand cheap olive oils have soybean oil in it. And soybean oil has a comedogenic level of 5, like 4 or 5. So it's really, really, really high in the comedogenic scale level or whatever. And a lot of the times these olive oils have like 95% soybean oil and like 5% olive oil. So just definitely, with all of these oils that I'm talking about, read the ingredients and make sure that it's actually olive oil and it's actually whatever oil that they're saying that they are. Next up is rosehip oil, which is my favorite oil ever. It's my favorite oil on the planet. It's what helped transform my skin. I love it. I need it. I will always purchase it. The one that I have is from Rada. I got it from Amazon. As you can see, it's, maybe you won't be able to see, but it's almost finished. Some good stuff. I think if you want to start out with the oil, it has a comedogenic level of 1, that it cleanses and moisturizes your skin. It reverses hyperpigmentation, signs of aging, sun damage, stretch marks, scars. It's high antioxidant content, improves the texture and revitalizes your skin, and it's suitable for oily skin, but I use it as well. What I love about rosehip oil is that it really helps with hyperpigmentation and acne scars. I noticed that when I do have acne breakouts, you know, when it's that time of the month or whatever the case may be, when I do have outbreaks, the scars don't stay on my skin as long. It goes away really quickly. So if you want to start out with an oil that's really good for you, that helps with acne, that helps with hyperpigmentation, that won't clog your pores, I think rosehip oil is a great way to start. Last but not least, Shea Butter Twitter. It is your time. Shea Butter, which has a comedogenic level of either 0 or 2, depending on, I guess, the concentration of the oil. I'm not sure. Shea butter is great for dry skin, so dry, chapped areas of your skin. It's good for cold winter months. It's very heavy and greasy, so you know, a little goes a long way. I used to use shea butter, but because, you know, I have very dry skin, but I found that shea butter is just too thick for me. It's too much. I like my oils to absorb into my skin. I don't like feeling like there's still like a film of grease on top of my skin. It makes me feel uncomfortable. So I personally don't like shea butter. Sorry Shea Butter Twitter, please don't kill me. I'm so sorry. I think if you have very dry skin, especially in the winter, and you need to moisturize, shea butter is amazing because it's really moisturizing. So that's the end of my video. I hope you guys were able to learn something, and I hope that this will kind of further on your journey with essential oils, because I do think that they're amazing when used correctly. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.